Welcome, it's denome. In this video, we're going to take a look at cryptocom, CRO token, how valuable it is currently, how good are the cards right now, and what do I think about its future. And we're going to take an objective look about it, and I will give some commentary what I think about different things also. And we're also gonna, I'm gonna give some price predictions, so stick around for that as well. And if you think this is interesting, it would help the channel if you click the like button as well and subscribe to the channel also. But let's just get started with the CRO. So first, let's take a look at the price, because that's the most important thing here. So if you go to LiveCoinWatch or CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, you can see that the current price is about $0.071. And this is one of the levels that I gave previously with my Twitter and Telegram announcements. And I said that it will probably bounce at $0.07. That was my target range, and we actually hit that. So we basically came down to this support level here, and it would be quite reasonable to think that it actually bounces up from here. But there's some interesting tokenomics in play, because they changed the tokenomics of the coin, because most of the staking rewards have actually been cut in half, as well as they increased the price of the cards. So we're going to address all of that. And the circulating supply is 21 billion. And if we actually take a look at the cryptocom CRO white paper, you can see that current supply, all the money that has come to the current supply has come from the token, community development token supply, as well as the secondary distribution and launch incentives. So this is basically money that is airdropped to cryptocom's wallet every single day. So previously, they actually get about 22 million CRO tokens every single day. And from now on, they will actually get only 16 million CRO tokens every single day. And I do believe that they use a lot of this money to actually pay for the employees and to pay for the infrastructure. So this money, I think it is causing like downwards pressure for the price of CRO whenever they have to sell from this supply. But they have been stacking this like crazy. So when I was recently looking at their wallets, they had like 3 billion CRO just on this wallet, because they haven't been using money from that wallet yet. So I don't know if they actually have been using that or not. I did not check that out. But yeah, they do get money airdropped to their wallets every single day. And the other thing is that now, if you take a look at this year, there will be 6 billion CRO airdropped to the cryptocom wallet. So 6 billion CRO are coming to the circulating supply within this year or within the next year. And the next thing that you have to take a look at here is that they froze 2 wallets until the end of 2022, capital reserve and the network long-term incentives. But the ecosystem grants will be unfrozen when the crypto.com chain mainnet is going live. And there's actually 20 billion CRO in this ecosystem grants. So this is bullish and bearish for CRO, because it's bearish, or it has downwards pressure, because this is money that they actually give to projects for research and development, and to actually bring their coins into the crypto.com blockchain. So whenever projects get this money, they will probably sell a lot of the money to actually cover their costs. So it has sell pressure as well as it has inflation pressure. So if $20 billion CRO are coming to the market, that will basically double the supply. But I don't think this will actually come in one bulk. I think they will spread it out until for many years to come. So I don't think they will be spending all of the money on research and development and giving these grants. So it will take some time for this inflation to actually hit. And it is bullish, because if they invest this money wisely, and then it can actually support the price of CRO if the blockchain actually has a lot of development going on. And just basically, because this is so much money, this is about almost $2 billion worth of money that they have for ecosystem grants. That's more money out there than any other project that is currently on the crypto space. So they have most amount of research and development money than anybody else in the market. So for that reason, it's also bullish, because they can just put so much money into the development that they can actually develop super fast when they actually get the chain mainnet out. So they are quite excited about this. So for that reason, I can say that it is both bullish and it is bearish but it is not bullish instantly. It will take at least 3 to 6 months to actually see some developments on the blockchain, because it takes some time for the developers to actually read the documentation and for the cryptocom team to actually sell their blockchain to other projects out there to convert their token into the blockchain. So yeah, it's like a slow process. So I'm not expecting anything crazy from crypto.com in the nearby future, even though when the CRO mainnet is going live. But they can hype it up, so just from the news, it can pump. But yeah, now let's take a look at the actual value of the CRO token if you actually use it. So I made this CRO profit calculator some time ago, and you can change these values. And you can change the price of CRO here. You can change the monthly spend, and how much money you spend on the cards. And you can change how much money actually you use in the earn plans on the crypto.com. I put it at 0 because I use it at 0, but some people have like $1,000, some people have more than that. So you can put that there also. And also, if you use another platform like Celsius Network or another place where you actually use your stable coins or something else, then this can be 0 just from that also. So it is 0, but you can change it to whatever you want, and it actually affects your monthly income on the crypto.com also. Then you change the supercharger APY here, and you can change the Syndicate event profit per month here as well. It is about 5% currently, so that's why I have it at 5% here, as well as you can change the exchange staking percentage that you get. So depending if you have the 250,000 CRO card, then this is actually 12%, but for most people this is 10%. But here, if you just take a look at the calculator, if you get the cheapest card, which is the 2,500 CRO card, you get 2% cashback and free Spotify. And with $800 monthly spend, you get about $16 cashback. So you get about, $29 every single month just by having this card and using $800 to spend on it. And yearly, that's about $350 that you get accumulated over the year. And the yearly profit is about 200%. And if you actually use the referral code, you get $25 instantly. So the first year profit is about 213%, which is actually pretty good. So the card utility is still great. And even the next tier card, 25,000 CRO, you also get the Netflix. You start to earn staking rewards as on top of the CRO that you earn. So you get 10% staking rewards. And yeah, that is also 45% APY. So that's pretty good. So both of these cards, I think, are still valuable and they're good investments. You don't lose this money, and even if the price of CRO would tank by 50%, on the Jade card you actually lose more money than you earn, but with the Ruby Red card you are still much further ahead, just because you earn so much money from this one. And if this doesn't take into consideration if the price of CRO appreciates or depreciates. So it's just like if everything is stagnant, this is what you can expect. So it's just a calculator to give you an idea how valuable it is. And then the other ways you can use CRO if you are not in the United States is that you can put it on the Syndicate events and the Supercharger min-maxing strategy. And the Supercharger Syndicate event min-maxing strategy, these are the different CRO staking tiers that you can put on the crypto.com exchange, and these are the yearly profits that you can actually get there. So as you can see, with the $50 bonus, you get about 49% APY. But the bad thing here is that you have to lock the funds for 6 months, as well as the Syndicate event return is a little bit shaky, because sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's less, and I don't know how reliable that is going forward. But for now, these are actually pretty okay. So in the last video, I said that these are crappy, but actually when I looked at this profit calculator, they are not that crappy anymore. Even though the exchange staking reward previously was 20%, as well as nowadays, if you actually participate in the Syndicate events, what happens is that the funds are locked for a week before you can actually claim the prize for the Syndicate events. And between the Syndicate events, you can actually put the money in the Supercharger. So you get the Supercharger rewards once every 2 weeks. So that's why I divided the APY by 2, because your money is not on the Supercharger all the time. Most of the time it is on the Syndicate event allocation, because it just takes 1 week for you to get the money. But if you use the Syndicate event min-maxing strategy, you get a pretty good APY on your CRO. But again, if the price of CRO tanks, that's not going to be good for you. But has it tanked? Let's just take a look at this. But the APY here is actually pretty good, to be honest. You can also put it on the DeFi swap. I did not include this one because it's not for the small people. So you need at least 100,000 CRO to make it like at least viable. So for most people, this is not viable, and you have to lock the funds for 4 years, which is a long time. So you can take a look at those here if you want to as well. But now let's just take a look at the price action here. So this is the CRO USD chart, and we came down to the $0.07 range, which was my support level that I thought that it can bounce from there. It went a little bit below that and had a bounce upwards. So it's looking like it may actually bounce from here, and the volume is actually looking pretty okay. And if you take a look at the MACD here, it's starting to look good, as well as the RSI is actually trending a little bit upwards, even though we are on the oversold levels. So it could be the bottom, but I'm not expecting any crazy price action for CRO right now, just because they changed a lot of things in their platform without giving any upfront notice, and a lot of people have distrusted cryptocom ecosystem, but it could be the bottom here. And if we actually take a look at the CRO BTC price, this is a little bit more hopeful, because if we take a look at this, well, hopeful in the sense that it already dropped so dramatically that we are actually nearing the cheapest area for CRO in its history. So it could go down here compared to Bitcoin up to like 25% down more, but that's basically the lowest it can go. It can of course go lower than this, but then it would be historically like the lowest that it has ever been. So compared to Bitcoin, CRO is actually starting to look a little bit cheap just from that. And I don't think they are pulling an exit scam because they have 500 employees and they're constantly bringing new people and trying to get more compliant with every country out there. And they just released the Canada cards. So the Canada cards are going live this year as well, which is of course going to be bullish as well. But for an investor, personally, I would not recommend this coin as an investment. But if you want the cards, the card utility is good. The inflation coming to the coin, like I said, there will be 6 billion coins more here, which will increase the inflation by about 25% for this year. And then there will be the ecosystem grants, which will give inflation this year that we actually don't know yet, because it depends on cryptocom how many CRO they want to spend from that money this year. But I'm expecting this circulating supply to be about 30 billion at the end of next year. So it will mean that there will be about 45% inflation coming to CRO token next year. And what that means is that the demand for CRO token has to go up by 45% at least just to keep the same price level. So the demand for CRO has to grow a lot more just to keep the current price. So that is of course not good for cryptocom, and the market cap is $1.5 billion, which is actually quite a lot. They had it at about $3 billion at some point, and they were in the top 10 coin list for a while, but since then the price has tanked significantly. But honestly, to me, I don't see it going below $0.55. That's basically the lowest I personally can see it. As you can see, it has this support level here. It consolidated here for a while, as well as it has been a previous support here for some time already. Maybe it can go to $0.044, but yeah, I don't see it going much lower than that. That's basically the ultimate bottom that I personally can see. I don't think it can go this low, just because they have issued so many cards, and the cards are still working for most people, even though there have been bugs and they have changed their terms and conditions for the cards all the time, and they always announce like, okay, we're not gonna give you any more cashback for this and this service and this and this service. But yeah, they are just trying to pluck the loopholes because people are trying to find the infinite money holes in the ecosystem as well, which is always happening. If you get cashback, you can use that card to buy gift cards from somewhere else and cash it to money in somewhere else and then put it back to crypto.com, basically making infinite amount of money doing that. So they just try to plug all of those holes, so which is quite understandable as well. Personally, as you can see, I'm still participating in the Syndicate events, but I'm not participating with the full allocation, just because I'm still a little bit questioning the potential increase for the CRO price. I did buy some CRO already, just to participate in the Syndicate events, because I was expecting that not that many people actually want to use this anymore, which is actually true. So if you actually take a look at this, you can see the last Syndicate event, it was 37.6 times oversubscribed, which basically means that if you put money here, let's say I have the full allocation for me is $5,000 that I can participate in. It means that, let me calculate it for you here. So if I get $5,000 and the oversubscription number is 37.6. What it means is that it's because it's a 50% discount on the coin that is coming to the market. I actually get 1 divided by this one. So my percentage that I actually earn is 2.66% on that $5,000 that I put in. But of course, CRO could tank more, which would make my CRO much less valuable. So if it tanks more than 2.66%, then I actually didn't gain anything in terms of dollar value. But if CRO holds its price, then I earned $2.66% on my $5,000 that I had in CRO. But of course, currently I am participating with about $1,600. So 2.66% from that is about $40. So yeah, I earn about $40, but if the price of CRO actually goes lower than this, more than $40 for the allocation, then it's not that good. And when, by the way, crypto.com says the APY is 140% APY, this is complete bullshit. This is just a marketing gimmick, and it's bad marketing in my opinion, because you want to under-promise and over-deliver, and not over-promise and under-deliver. Because this APY is complete crap. It's not realistic. You don't get this APY realistically. Because if you actually earn 2.66%, and these Syndicate events happen every single 2 weeks, that means that this times 52 weeks, which we have divided by 2, because you can only participate in every 2 weeks, the real APY for that allocation is 69%, as well as you actually have to have the CRO staking in order to participate. So the total APY that you can actually get with 100,000 CRO, which I currently have staked, is 34%, not 138%. So this is absolute bullshit. Just have to point that out, that when you see crypto.com giving any amount of APY, they always over-exaggerate. So you have to be careful whatever they promise, because that's not the truth at all. I don't know how they even came up with this number, because it's not from this world. But anyway, 35% APY is not good enough in my opinion. So if you even consider doing the CRO min-maxing strategy with the Syndicate events, then these are basically the only 2 levels that give any decent APY, where you are not risking yourself in the CRO price action that much. The cards are great. The Syndicate min-maxing strategy, 5,000, 10,000 are, I guess, okay, but just be careful if you want to invest into CRO as an investing vehicle. Personally, I think there are much better coins out there for investment purposes. So if you're just starting out, I would not recommend getting CRO as an investment purpose, but for utility, for the cards, I think it's good. And if you want to get some spiciness with the Syndicate min-maxing strategy, consider these 2 levels, but anything down here, just consider something else so you are not risking yourself with the high inflationary CRO. That's basically my update for CRO. If you want this calculator, it is somewhere in the description. If you want to use my referral codes, you can use those. And if you want to get actually some other investment ideas, you can follow this channel for more content. But this is basically my update for CRO, for its current price action and its current situation. So the lowest I can see this go is basically this level here on the CRO BTC, and on the CRO USD is about 0.55, 0.055 or 0.044 is the absolute lowest that I can see it go. And then I'm expecting at least a good bounce. But yeah, it still has potential downside about 25% or 30, about 40% on the USD terms. But yeah, the upside here, I don't think we are going to see the all-time highs anytime soon, to be honest, just because of all the bad things that have happened. A lot of people have lost trust with CRO, so the potential upside here is maybe this level here, which would be about 100% increase. So that's, I guess, the potential upside. It would be this movement here, as well as it would be this bottom here, and it's just like the resistance level here. So maybe that would be the potential upside here. I don't personally see it go all the way up here anytime soon. Maybe towards the end of the year, next year, if they get the CRO chainnet live and it actually sees some adoption. But again, there's so many options already out there for the blockchains. But again, crypto.com just has so much money to put into the research and development that could be bullish. So yeah, it's definitely risky. I guess I already gave everything I have for crypto.com for now. Anyway, that's it for this update. Consider liking this video if you thought it was useful. It always helps the channel, as well as consider subscribing if you want to actually learn more about cryptos with someone who is giving actual honest commentary. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next video.